Hey everybody, it's Sega Girl MB, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, Peach got kidnapped by Bowser and taken into the deepest reaches of space. So in order for us to be able to save her, we have to collect Power Stars by traveling across the Comet Observatory and restoring power to that. So in order to do that, let's go to our first world, the Good Egg Galaxy. And our first mission here being Dino Piranha. Oh my god, that was a lot of exposition for just one episode, but, I mean, it is what it is. That's basically just how things are going to be. Alright, so now that we're finally getting into the meat and potatoes of the actual game here, now I can finally kind of, like, really get into the zone. Oh my god, I love this game. Yeah, so I'm really happy to be playing this for you guys right now, so give me 1 second. So these things are called Octogoombas. These are basically kind of like a new form of Goombas that were exclusive to this game and Galaxy 2, for the most part. Whoop! But, main reason why I wanted to come over this way... Whoop, excuse me. Okay, this actually wasn't the area that I wanted to go to. No, it was this one over here. Yeah. So then... Excuse me. So, if you come over to this question block right here, just keep pressing the A button to jump into it like you normally would for a Mario game, and you get a bunch of star bits like that. You get a 1-up for every 50, so you definitely want to collect as many of them as you can. Because unfortunately, if there's one thing that I don't really like about this game, it's the live system. I didn't like it in Mario Galaxy 2 that much either. Lives kind of feel pointless in this game because they don't save with your game. So they reset to the default number every time that you quit the game and you start it again. So it definitely doesn't feel like, you know, earning them really means that much. And I think that's kind of like, that's a common criticism I think I've seen a lot with this game, is that lives don't really mean a whole lot in this game, all that much. I was going to say to me personally, but I mean, lives can definitely mean, you know, the balance between, you know, life or death. You know, you've only got one of them. Cats apparently have 9, but in this game you can have up to 99, so, I mean, does that make you more powerful than a general human being because you can technically die 99 times without, you know, like, so much as a scratch? Now, that's a philosophical question, like, if I ever did, you know, think of one. It's like, would you feel the impact of every single death? Like, because, like, if anybody ever saw that movie, like, Happy Death Day, that was definitely, like, one thing that that movie explored, is that even though, like, she was technically dying over and over again, but, like, she was still living, like, the impact of all of the deaths was eventually, like, weighing on top of her. So I thought that that was pretty clever. But I mean, yeah, like, if you died 99 times, would your body, like, succumb to the amount of times that you've technically died based on, like, how horrific the death was? Why am I talking about this in a Mario video of all things? I don't know. Well, so we need to hit this piranha plant here. There we go. Haha! Yes. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot of shaking. Shake, shake, shake. Or in this case, mashing the button on my Pro Controller. Anytime that you see, like, those little footsteps right there, you're definitely going to want to kick the sand or, like, spin on the sand, so you can get, like, that one bag thing that has, like, a ton of star bits in it. Oh! Okay, no, don't want to get hit by those things. Alright, launch star, here we go. So, at this point, I think we should be close to the boss, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, this is looking familiar already, so we're already up to the boss of this particular mission. So this here is the Dino Piranha. So it might not seem like it much right now. I mean, he's only like a tiny little egg as far as we're concerned, but we need to break it open. So you spin his tail right here. He's gonna get really mad about that. He's like, "You disturbed my slumber, you bitch!" Okay. And Mario, just kind of being the casual bully that he is, he's like, "Okay, well, you know what? I need your power star, so I'm gonna hit you in the butt with your ball tail." And look at that, I actually just got hit, you know, for my I paid for my insolence. But yeah, it's just as easy as that. I remember I actually played a demo, like a kiosk demo of this at a GameStop one time. Just to show my mom, like, "Oh, hey, Mom, this is the game that I was talking about, that I told you about, like, months ago, that you probably didn't even really care about just because you're an adult and you have other adult things that you're supposed to be doing." I don't blame my mom. I'm surprised that she's honestly like kept up with like any of the things I've even remotely been interested in for as long as I have. Thank you, Mom. I love you. You know, for putting up with my absolute hyper fixations all the time. And yes, I would definitely like to save my game. Alright, the game has finally been saved. Those are Starbits. To Lumas, they're the tastiest, most delectable treats imaginable. Aim your Joy-Con at the screen or your controller and point your cursor at them to pick them up. If you're playing in handheld mode, you can also collect them by tapping them directly on the screen. Once you have some, shoot them with the ZR button, okay? So, we're going to have a little demonstration. But Starbits are, like I said, Starbits are basically everything in this game. Not only can they also be a valuable weapon, they can also be used to feed the Lumas. And, you know, basically, like, unlock all sorts of different things. You can shoot them at enemies or feed them to a hungry Luma. Either way, I'm sure Starbits will be a big help on your adventure. And it is definitely not lying there. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, or could be non-binary, I don't know. You know, whatever swings your boat. Or whatever floats whatever swings your boat. Whatever floats your boat. I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up like one giant freaking canoe and, you know, be all good with it. Alrighty, mission number 2. Here we go. A snack of cosmic proportions. Oh, I always love this mission just because you could always cheat, like, the ending of this one. But this is a mission that's going to introduce you to the Hungry Lumas and basically what their purpose throughout the game is going to be. So every mission, I think, like, has, like, a purpose. And a bit of a hot take. I know that I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people when I say this. Like, you know, I think this is one of the biggest reasons why I love this game over something like Mario Odyssey. Where it's like Mario Odyssey does have some pretty, like, does have memorable moments. But for me, anyway... Ah, man, I almost made it. Nice. Okay. Let's go into the orange pipe. Pretty sure there's a secret in here. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to come up into this place, like, I think, like, a little bit later on. I don't think we actually need to be down here. Yeah, this is just a secret, so... But I'll go ahead and show you guys what it is anyway. You want to follow the colorful music notes. The rainbow music notes. Royal Rainbow. And that'll give you a 1-up. So I will gladly take that for me discovering this little secret little area. I don't know about, like, that weird, you know, kind of smoky sort of sky, like, on the ceiling, but I will definitely take it. So we went to the left. This time we're going to the right. Oh, get this, you can shoot these Starbits to blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't run into enemies while they're stunned to finish them off. So, yep, we can go ahead and do it just like that. And then, boom, kick it, and there we go. That's how you deal with stunned enemies in this game. Now, we want to come over to this tiny little blue Luma right here. I've got a hungry friend up ahead. You don't mind sharing your snacks, do you? Honestly, I think Lumas are, like, some of the cutest additions to the Mario universe. They are adorable, and I love them. They must live, like, the best life ever, because, like, all they do is, like, float around, be adorable, and eat all day. That definitely sounds like something that I would absolutely do on my days off. You know, I eat, I sleep, and, you know, I vibe. That's basically what I do on my days off. Alright, you're definitely going to want to be careful with these, like, prickly plants and whatnot. The only way that you can get rid of them is by, boom, spinning into this little thing right here. But the reason you're going to want to do this, particularly, is we need to get, like, at least up to, like, 100 Starbits. So you're definitely going to want to practice your new skills over here by spinning into the Goombas and, you know, spinning into all sorts of different things, just so that way you can go ahead and get enough, because we are definitely going to need a lot of them by the time that we get... And they just give you Starbucks. Yes, they give you Starbucks. I would most assuredly enjoy a venti Java chip frappuccino in the middle of deep space. No, Starbits. They give them to you like crazy in this mission because they're obviously trying to teach you how it works. So don't forget to spin into the Goomba, and then there we go. Right, we got 69 now. Nice. You also have these crystals over here that have star bits as well that you can pick up. Anytime you see, like, those tiny little, like, shining lights within plants, that basically means that it's going to give you, like, some sort of item. Whether it be a coin or it be a star bit of some type, that's definitely one way that you can also get your inventory. I say that as if, like, this is, like, some sort of RPG or something like that, but I mean, anything can be an RPG if you really talk about it that way. Knowing me and the way that I talk, I always, like, I speak in, like, Dungeons and Dragons terms, but I have actually only ever played Dungeons and Dragons once. I've always wanted to get into it, but I only ever played once, and it wasn't really that exciting, if I'm totally being honest. Alright, we're gonna take this Slip Star. I don't know what they're called. I'm pretty sure they're just called, like, I call them spin stars, but that's not obviously what, launch stars, that's what they're called. Yeah, so you're definitely going to want to take that launch star over here to this Yoshi egg looking galaxy, or this little planet, and you want to talk to the Hungry Luma, who's almost got, like, these, like, starbit fireworks, like, in his hands. Got any tasty starbits? If you feed me a bunch, I'll burst with snacky happiness and then transform. I'm famished, I need 100 to curb the hunger pains. Oh, boy. So, just go ahead and hold down the ZR button, or the trigger button, whatever you want to call it. And we're almost there. Nice. That's it, I'm stuffed. Here we go. Transform! And it transforms into a whole brand new planet. So that's the purpose of, like, the Lumas, is that they're responsible for essentially creating new planets and galaxies and things like that when they reach a certain age. And you find out about that, like, later in the game, and that's what Rosalina's purpose is, like, as the queen of the cosmos, essentially. But, like, that's kind of a grim thought, like, to put into a kid's game. Again, like, if you really think about the specifics of, like, all of these things and how the Mario world works, the Mario world is pretty messed up. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. It's a game for kids, I know, and I'm just over-exaggerating it a little bit, but, I mean, it's definitely something to think about. Right, take this launch star over here. We're going to go into the pill, as I like to call it. Now, there's a way that you can get inside here. Now, the first question is, though, where's the entrance? So you're going to be looking all over this pill for some way to get into it. Well, actually, you want to look for the crystal that has, like, this little metal rim right here. And then, boom, we're going to be messing around with gravity again. And that's one thing that I love about this game, is that it plays around with the concept of gravity all the time. I mean, it's not a revolutionary idea. I mean, games as far back as, well, the NES were playing around with gravity as a concept, but the way that Mario Galaxy does it just makes a lot of sense. So, we're definitely going to want to be careful. Because certain rules and objects and whatnot, they definitely have, like, a different feeling when you're upside down. But luckily, somehow this game controls like a dream, even though you're, like, constantly switching perspectives. And I think that that's one of the beauty of, like, the beauty of this game, is just that it controls so well, and yet nothing ever really feels intrusive, despite, like, how crazy gravity and everything like that is going on. Alright, so here's a really cool thing. You think that, oh, I'm gonna need to collect these blue star chips so that way I can pull myself over to this thing right over here, right? Well, nope. Just go ahead and do a long jump, and then you can immediately get it. I love that. That's a trick that I learned, like, years and years and years ago, but I love the fact that that's still something that I can do even after all of these years. It's just a funny thing, because, like, that's what they expect you to do, is to walk around the planet collecting the blue star chips, and then, nope, you can just skip it. Well done, brave explorer! You've discovered a new galaxy. Collecting power stars will expand our range of vision, perhaps to eventually include the enemy base. Alright, saving my game? Yes, I will absolutely save my game. Whew, alright. So, let's double check here and see what it is that we got. So, I do want to finish up Good Egg Galaxy, but let's go ahead and look at what exactly it is that we have currently at the moment. So, we have Honey Hive Galaxy. So now, there's a few different things that we can do. so we can still just kind of look around. But we're not going to head to Honey Hive just yet. Instead, I want to finish off with the last mission, main mission here in Good Egg Galaxy before I do anything else. Alright, here we go. King Caliente's Battle Fleet. King Caliente. Nice. So I believe this was actually one of the first missions that I ever saw when Mario Galaxy was getting close to coming out. I believe this was something that they demoed for E3. I don't remember exactly. Well, actually, no. The main boss of this particular mission, Megaleg, yeah, that was the one that they showed off a lot at E3 2006 in the demos and like the beta builds and stuff like that. So I know for a fact that that was what really made me wanna get the game when they were showing it off that year. So let me go ahead and nice. Okay, so this was the mission that I was thinking of where you could actually like do a whole skip right there by just jumping onto the roof. And that's the one thing that I love about the spin jump, is that the spin jump really gives, like, Mario a lot of movement ability when it comes to, like, things that you can immediately break and just, like, absolutely destroy in terms of speedrunning, or just, like, in terms of how you platform across, like, different obstacles. It really opens up, like, a lot of different possibilities. So, here we go. Oh, man. Almost... So you want to go ahead and hit this coconut over into the pokey. Go ahead and stand on there. Oh, wow. That Goomba really wanted to come and give me a kiss for some reason. Anyways. So there's another power-up that we can actually get introduced to if you go down this pipe over here. This is totally optional. In fact, like, I think when I was a kid, I didn't even know that this was in here. So I just kind of, like, casually went along my merry way, not even, like, thinking twice about it. But if you go ahead and collect this, you transform into Rainbow Mario. You're invincible! Yes! So we can kill all of the Goombas. We can kill the brown ones and the dark brown ones. There's some sort of, like, negative connotation there, but I don't care. I'm powerful and I'm gay as fuck. I don't know. The other cool thing about... Oh, man, it ran out. The other cool thing, too, is that if you would have immediately gone out of the pipe, you could have destroyed both of those chain chomps right there. I don't know why I'm even apologizing. I am gay as fuck. Kidding me? Even though I'm trans, and, you know, as a friendly reminder, you know, gender identity does not equal sexual orientation. Those are two completely different things. Oh my god! Nope, get off of me. Freaking leech. But then they caught me off for being a leech! These Octogoombas can get, like, super annoying, like, later on. Especially, I think, in the next galaxy over when you have to come in contact with them. But we're not going to get there for, like, a little while. Thankfully, we're actually almost done with the Good Egg Galaxy, at least in terms of the main missions. Everything else after that is going to be, like, side stuff. So the good thing is about the structure of Mario Galaxy, and one of the key things I like about it is not, also kind of what I was talking about with Mario Odyssey, like, earlier, is because of the fact that Mario Odyssey plays into the portable nature of the Switch, the overabundance of moons that you can collect makes everything feel kind of repetitive, and I feel like some certain missions just don't really stick out in my mind, except for, like, certain boss battles. But that's just it, though. Like, that's what I remember more about Mario Odyssey than anything, is not, like, the missions that you do and things like that. It's more so the worlds that you explore and the bosses that you fight. Like, those I think are very memorable, but, like, the actual moon collecting, I can't remember anything, like, off the top of my head that I think is, like, even remotely, I think, like, that sticks out in my memory all that much. Maybe, like, the Jaxi, the Jaxi mission, like, in Toast Arena, I think is fun. But, like, I guess, like, my key complaint with Mario Odyssey compared to Mario Galaxy is that there's only 120 stars to collect, but a good chunk of them are, you know, they're not they definitely take their time in terms of what it is that they want you to do, and I feel like because they're more focused on the quality of, I don't know, because it's almost making it sound as though like I hate Mario Odyssey or something like that, but that's not really even remotely the case or anything. I don't hate it. It's just that I feel like by having less missions, I feel like it gives them the opportunity to make that mission a lot more memorable and stick out in like a player's memory. You know, because it's like within this first galaxy alone, we've already had like 2 of them where that have like a unique, you know, boss or a mission that you have to do in order to beat it. So you have King Caliente here, you have the Dino Piranha. So it's like there's tons of them in this game that are like super memorable and really stick out within my memory. And I don't know if that's necessarily just because of the fact that I'm like nostalgia blind or whatever it is, you know, because I have been playing this game for like the last 16 years now. Jesus. But with all of that being said, we are coming up on another episode here, so so that is definitely 1 galaxy down. So at least for now, anyways. But next time on Super Mario Galaxy, now that we finished off with the Good Egg Galaxy, let's see here. Get our star bits. Save our game. Alright, so next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we're headed off to the Honey Hive Galaxy. So I will see you all then. Man, I really gotta come up with a better ending for these things.